Manchester United have faced problems from all angles in their nightmare season so far. For the most part, Manchester United have had a season to forget, with Erik Ten Hag struggling to build on his successful maiden campaign at Old Trafford. Express Sport explores the Dutchman's 5 biggest problems in recent months that have undoubtedly contributed to United's nightmare start. Takeover circus, silence. There are no marks for guessing who public enemy number 1 is among United supporters. The Glazers are worth their fair share of blame for the club's drastic decline over the last decade. And they've negatively impacted the current season by leaving Ten Hag, his squad and over 1,000 staff members in the dark about their futures. There is no chance individuals throughout the club have been working at maximum capacity while the threat of losing their jobs has lingered over their heads. That stems from the owner's continued inability to communicate throughout the club and to fans. It's an issue that many hope Sir Jim Ratcliffe will quickly address once he buys 25% of United. Relentless injury woes. It's more difficult to think of United players who have escaped injury issues this season than those who have been struck. That's how ridiculous it has become. The results haven't been good enough. However, Ten Hag is a manager who thrives off strict routines and hasn't been able to field his best team once this term. The moment United's fortunes look brighter, they are hit with the latest problem. Andre Onana is the latest player to become an injury doubt ahead of Sunday's trip to Everton. United aren't the only club to be affected by injury problems this season, not by a long shot. But it's impossible to say 20-plus different incidents haven't greatly impacted progress. Ten Hag's signings. Sir Jim and Ineos are expected to overhaul United's football operations to form a more streamlined system. Recruitment is thought to be an area the 71-year-old is most keen to fix. Ten Hag has held significant power over the club's transfers worth north of £400 million since his arrival last summer. His hit rate is below 50%, to say the least. Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez were huge in his first season, helping United to third in the Premier League and the Carabao Cup. But the former's form has fallen off a cliff this term, and the latter still hasn't fully recovered from a foot injury suffered in April. The decision to sign Antony for £85 million particularly becomes more bizarre with each lackluster performance. This summer, the £60 million capture of Mason Mount, only to give him the Donny van de Beek treatment in favour of Scott McTominay, has also understandably baffled fans. Ten Hag's move to ditch club icon David de Gea for £47 million Andre Onana is also yet to convince. And while Rasmus Højlund has the makings of a top-level striker, the £72 million 20-year-old is yet to score in the Premier League. Amateur attacking return. United are 12 games into their Premier League campaign. And Marcus Rashford's strike in a 3-1 defeat at Arsenal remains the only goal scored by one of Ten Hag's attackers. That is a damning statistic that must improve. All 7 of the Red Devils' league wins this term have been by a 1-goal margin. Rashford has shown little sign of replicating his career-best 30-goal 2022-23 campaign, while Højlund's impressive exploits have been restricted to Champions League defeats. Ten Hag's expensive attacking signings and the talented forwards he inherited at Old Trafford must click sooner rather than later.